Okay, so this is how the finished soup looks. Nice and rich. And you can see everything. You can see chunks of fish in there. See that beautiful fish? And you have some potatoes, some of the banana, carrot. And it's very good, very tasty. Nice, rich soup. Anyway, this is the end of the tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. And I hope you try this fish tea. Try it out and see if you like it. And thank you once again for watching my channel. Have a great day. Hello and good night all. Welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome back to my channel. Tonight I'm going to do a fish tea tutorial. And I'm just going to show you the ingredients that you need and show you the beginning steps before coming back to show you the rest of the fish tea. It's actually soup. They call it fish tea. It's Jamaican fish tea. So the ingredients that you will need, which I've already gone ahead and cut up, and it depends on how much soup you're making or how big of a pot. I'm making enough to feed 3 people, so I'm using 3 small yellowtail snapper that I went ahead and took the head off of and cut the tail. And I just washed it in lime and vinegar and prepared it to go into the boiling water that I have here on the stove. The rest of the ingredients is I'm using this pumpkin flavored soup mix only because I forgot to get pumpkin at the store, and usually you use pumpkin in the fish tea. And this also is the main ingredient, the fish tea flavored soup mix. We're going to use probably about a tablespoon of salt. We're going to use about 5 allspices, about a teaspoon of ground pepper, black pepper, 2, or you can use more, of green bananas. We're going to go ahead and peel them and cut them up small. Carrot, chocho. A lot of people might not use chocho, but I like it, so I'm going to use some in the fish tea. I have here 3 potatoes. You can add 4 if you want to, or you can add 2. It depends on how much you like. A handful of thyme, 1 Scotch bonnet pepper, 3 cloves of garlic, 4 sprigs of scallion, and a piece of yellow yam. That's what I'm going to put in the soup. So in this boiling water, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the fish. I didn't season the fish up, and the reason why I didn't do that is because the soup itself will be seasoned, so all the flavors will go into the fish. So I'm going to allow this to boil until the fish is cooked and tender and almost falling off the bone, and I'm going to strain the broth from the fish and put the fish aside, and then I'll come back and show you the rest of the cooking process. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm back. So the water was boiling, but I turned on the fire because I went ahead and took out the fish. And I'm going to pick out the bones that's in it, and prepare to put back in the pot once the food is cooked that I'm going to add in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add to the water, which also I forgot to tell you, when I added in the fish, I put 1 clove of garlic in. So I'm going to add the 1 tablespoon of salt in the water for taste. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my scallion. I'm going to add my 5 allspice, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my thyme, my 1 pepper on the top, and I'm going to put in my carrot, that I've already, sorry for that break, taking my time so this doesn't splash up on me. And I'm going to go ahead and add in the potatoes that I've cut up in cubes. And the yam also. And I'm going to also go ahead and cut up put the chocho in that I've cut up. So everything is going in the pot, and it's going to boil for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until the food is completely soft. Well, not broken up, but soft enough to where you can chew it. And then I will add in the fish and the rest of the seasoning. Also, right here, almost forgot, my banana, my green banana, I cut them up and put them in water to soak so they wouldn't turn black. So I'm going to drain off the water and I'm going to actually go ahead and add it in. I'm going to cover the pot, and not all the way. I'm going to cover it and leave a crack in it and let it cook for about 30 minutes till all the food inside is cooked. And then I will come back and add the fish in and add the rest of the seasoning. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Hi y'all, I'm back again. So the food has been boiling for about less than 30 minutes, probably about 25, almost 30. But it's pretty much cooked. The potatoes are cooked. You don't want the food to break up because you want to be able to actually chew the food and enjoy it. So even the yam is cooked soft where I can take the spoon and cut it. And the potato is also cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and add in before the food begins to break up because we don't want that. We want the food in whole chunks so that we can get all that rich goodness, you know, and get some substance instead of just water alone or the broth alone. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to add back in the fish that I've picked up and deboned. There might be a few little pieces of bone in there, but for the most part, I got it out. And if you don't like a bony fish, you can get the same fish and ask the guy at the fish market to fillet it for you. That way there is no bone, and you can have it boneless. And you know, whatever fish you like. I say the best fishes to use is like a snapper, like a red snapper, yellowtail snapper, any type of porgy, a fish that has flesh. That's the kind of fish that you want to use to make this kind of soup. So I'm going to also go ahead and add in the seasonings, which is that I showed you before. I'm adding the pumpkin one in there simply because I said I forgot to get pumpkin. So I want that pumpkin flavor in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it in. And I'm going to stir it. And I'm going to also add in my fish tea. Soup mix. And I'm going to go ahead now and also add in my 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And I'm going to just stir that up. And I'm going to allow it to boil for the seasonings to marinate into the soup broth and to settle. And I'll be back in another about maybe 10 minutes to show you the finished soup. So stay tuned for that.